All right, here we go. Sagittarius. Here we go. What is up for Sagittarius? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I guess I can start my spiel. I'm just shuffling. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video. Just make it apply. And guys, remember this is a reading for Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so it's not going to apply for every Sagittarius. So if it doesn't apply, just watch another video of something that's in your chart. If your rising sign is a Pisces, watch the Pisces video, and hopefully that will be able to resonate with you so that you will be able to get a clearer message for yourself. And if you want to sign up for a personal reading, you can always hit me up on Instagram. All of the information is going to be in the description. So just hit me up, and I'll be able to set that up for you. And normally that's $60. And in the session, we typically get about 2 readings done. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I know some flipped over. Yeah. Oh, Night of Pentacles been coming out on everybody. Reading. What came out? Okay, no. There's a whole slew of cards. Flip, no. Alright, come on. Let's get this last week. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you. Okay. All right, I love it. I always love when the Nine of Cups come out. The Nine of Cups actually came out for Aries too, for their overall energy. So it's like, okay. So a wish is getting ready to be fulfilled. I love the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups energy. The Nine of Cups energy is really good, Sagittarius. It's saying that a wish is getting ready to be fulfilled. So it's saying that whatever you have been praying about, whatever you have been trying to manifest, this thing has the possibility of getting getting fulfilled. It's gonna come to you. Let's see what let's see what the clarifier is gonna say. Clarifier. Oh, I love it. Clarifier is the Five of Swords. It's saying a personal battle is gonna end. That you're gonna end up getting a truth or a break in the fighting. So all of your anxiety and all of those other negative feelings is going to diminish. You let your and you're going to be able to let your guard down. So that's going to be good. So that's probably part of the wish fulfilled is that you're asking for a bad time to end. Maybe this could be a relationship that you're asking for, all of the late nights arguing and all of the accusing each other of this and that you're praying for all of those things to come to an end. And, whatever the case may be, even if it's not that, because remember, if it don't fit, don't force it. This could be a number of scenarios. This could be a job that you have been fighting on a job and now is getting ready to come to an end. And so it's like, thank God for, regardless of whatever it is that you're going to end up having an ending, and it seems like it's going to end up being something good so that your wish can be fulfilled. You have the Queen of Wands for your crossing energy, which talks about passion. I wonder what's going to come out, because I wouldn't be surprised if normally the crossing energy, it could serve as what's stopping this wish from coming in or what's influencing this wish for coming in. But with this, I wonder, is it going to be crossing? We'll see with the clarifier, because it's like if your passion is stopping this wish for being fulfilled, maybe you're a workaholic. Maybe you're, you know what I'm saying? That you keep putting everything, before, everything before what you need to prioritize. So, you got the Emperor. I love the Emperor. The Emperor is all about okay, why can I not pronounce it? It's all about realizing things. It's all it's all about opening your eyes and realizing things. That's the one thing that I love about the Emperor. But the Emperor also talks about like a father figure as well, and so it talks about loving relationship between father and child, and it's letting you know that you are the master of your emotions. And of course, the Emperor is all about leadership skills, authority, willpower, and self-control. So with this, especially with the Queen of Wands, which represent power, which represent passion, and I would not be surprised. I would not. I would not be surprised, Sagittarius, if this is because especially if this is talking about a relationship. If this end right here is indicating that somebody is cheating, that somebody is just clearly cheating. That's what I'm getting from it. With the Queen of Wands is representing passion, and especially with the Emperor, and it talks about father and son. I would not be surprised if that is even the cause or the setup in this is that someone has a child by a previous partner, and so it's because of this co-parenting, it's now creating an opportunity for those two to stay in each other's lives. And by having that opportunity to stay in each other's lives, it is now rekindling, fires that you guys have had. And now because of the rekindling of this fire, you're taking this opportunity to mess around with two people. That you're messing around with the person from a previous relationship that you have a kid with, but then you're also messing around with this current partner. And so the wish that is being fulfilled, especially with the clarifier of the wish, that the wish fulfilled is for a fight to end. The fighting is probably because of being with two people, and both people are realizing it, and now it's causing the fights of keeping you up at night and the whole 9 yards. Is that you're messing around with two people? That's challenges. That's challenges in and of itself. And so it's like, okay, you need to see where your passion really lies. Do you want to be with the current person you're with, or do you want to go ahead and go back to the person you got the kid with and make things work with them? But it's like juggling them both. It's just like, no, that's just not. It's not healthy unless this is a agreed upon thing that you both of them agreed to be in a polygamy relationship, or unless the other person unless the person you're with now agreed to a polyamory relationship, that you can go out and mess around with anybody you want, and they can go around and mess around with anybody that they want, and then y'all come back home to each other. But that's the drama. I could have fulfilled that wish for you just by telling you to let one of them go. But yeah, it's just let one go. Four of Wands. You have the Four of Wands, which talks about, and actually you got the Three of Wands that came out too. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands, which talks about a reward. So clearly you're going to get a reward. And so I love it because the overall energy is saying that a wish is going to be fulfilled. And that wish is indicating that it's going to be an ending to something, that there's going to be an ending. And it's, the specific ending is that there's going to be an ending to a fight. So I want to say that you probably prayed for peace. You like, Lord, what did I do? Get me out of this situation. I created a very chaotic and toxic situation for me. Can you please hear my cry and give me peace? And God is like, oh, I'll help you. I'll give you an ending to this. I'll give you an ending that, this arguing is going to cease. But now the crossing energy is saying, okay, well, even if God was to provide an ending, what is the point of it if you just still gonna be slinging that dick everywhere? It's like, what is the point of telling him, oh, I need your help in this, and now he come down and help you, but then now you sling that dick in somebody else, and now you back in the same predicament, because that's exactly where it is that, but maybe it won't. But this one is indicating specifically that it's not like you're just messing around with, what I get from this, you're not messing around with just anybody. It's not like you're just messing around with somebody from the church. You're messing around with this person that you've seen walking, down the street and stuff like that. This is specifically messing around with somebody that you have a tie to, that you have a connection to. And to me, it's a connection, a strong connection from a previous relationship. And that is something there that is keeping you too tied. Like, I say that it's a son because the emperor is a relationship between a father and son, but it could be a child in general. But even if it's not a child, like, that's just how divination works. Even if it's not a child, it could be a dog that it's a dog that you and your ex share, and because of that, y'all decided to, y'all both are still caring for the dog, and you drop this person off, you drop the dog off on Tuesday, they drop the dog back off to you on Thursday, and that interaction is forcing you to stay into this person's life, and now it's creating an opportunity for all of the stuff that I explained earlier. And to just narrow it down, now y'all messing around with each other. So you're messing around with the ex, and you're messing around with the previous person. So now the crowning energy to break this tie up is saying that you're going to end up getting a reward. And the reward that you're going to get, number one, is saying the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody that is loved and adored. She is wise from all of her life experiences. She can find humor in most situations, no matter how bad they are. There has been a lot of conflict and sorrow in her life. She is extremely intelligent. She has a very analytical mind. She's logical with a great deal of common sense. She has natural leadership abilities and will be honest and direct with you. One of the things about the Queen of Swords as well is that the Queen of Swords is very up and down in energy. That's the one thing I kind of don't like about the Queen of Swords, is that 1 minute the Queen of Swords is very resilient, that she'll be getting on to you about some of the things you do, like oh, I told you that to stop going over your ex house because of this and this. But then it's like the Queen of Swords is easy to kind of cave in. That the moment you say, oh, I'm doing it because of the kid, because of the dog, or whatever the case may be, normally the Queen of Swords will normally fold. And that is another thing that's probably creating a problem, is that the person should have been extremely consistent in saying, like, no. But clearly, I feel that the Queen of Swords is the current person, is the person that you left your ex for. And this is the person that is just better suited for you. But at the end of the day, you're still messing around with your ex, which is like, I think that the crowning energy is saying that the reward is going to be that you're going to eventually only end up being with the current person. You have the Three of Wands that's saying that you need to carefully plan, and that only by carefully planning you will end up reaching your goals. You will end up accomplishing your dreams. And I think this careful planning is you stop messing around with the person that that's keeping you around because you're tied together by a kid, and just focus on your current relationship. All right, let's go in and break down the weeks now. You have the Page of Cups for the first week, which talks about imagination. Let's see what the clarifier is going to be. The clarifier jumped out. The clarifier is the devil card in reverse. The inability to make a decision, looking for an easy source or a get-rich-quick scheme, shows weak character and a lack of determination. So honestly, this is exactly what I just told you. So the first week, when you look at the Page of Wands, I love the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, it talks about imagination. When you break imagination down, imagination is having the ability to create a whole new world, is to think about things that's not in your current situation. So imagination is an ability to create something that doesn't exist in reality. So when you look at imagination, imagination is very similar to hope, and it's also very similar to faith. And so it's saying the first week, you're having this faith, you're having this hope, you're creating this imagination that everything is going to be better, that everything is going to be blue in the sun, that there's not going to be any arguments in your life and all of this other stuff. But the clarifier is saying that, okay, get out of this damn imagination. Get out of this world that you have created for yourself and this falsehood that you created for yourself. And you gotta stop with this inability to make a decision. You need to make a decision. You're messing around with two people. You're messing around with your ex and you're messing around with this current person, but yet you want everything to be good. And it's like, no, get out of this falsehood. And it's like, you just need to make a decision. Do you want to be with your ex or do you want to be with the current person? But don't stay in this imaginary world and just stay up there and then you live there and then ignoring the problems that's actually happening here on earth in the 3D. You have the Seven of Wands for the second week of April, which talks about endurance. Let's see. Well, these two wanted to come out. Well, you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, it talks about heartbreak. It talks about sorrow and loss. It talks about argument with a lover, and it talks about marriage separation, incompatible lovers. So the Three of Swords is all about breaking up with somebody. And then it's so funny, and this is how you know you're messing around with two people, Scorpio, because you have two opposite cards. You have the Three of Swords that's telling you that a breakup is getting ready to happen, but then you have the Ten of Cups, which talks about you entering a period of peace and contentment. The Ten of Cups is a powerful love card that's letting you know that you're getting ready to go into a relationship that is going to be filled with a stronger emotional connection. It's going to be more emotionally balanced. It's not going to be that person that want to argue with you every single day. And so it's saying that you need to endure. The second week of April, you're going to endure. That endurance is going to be breaking up with the ex and continuing to move on with the current person. So, Sagittarius, you putting that thing everywhere. So it's very clear. Your overall energy is saying that you are praying. You are praying for a wish. You are praying for a wish to be fulfilled. And the clarifier is saying that the wish that you want to be fulfilled is that you want all of this fighting and everything to cease. That you've been staying up late at night and arguing in the whole 9 yards and all of this other stuff. But the crossing energy is the Queen of Wands, which talks about passion and is paired with the Emperor. And this is the card that indicated that, well, the reason why you're staying up late at night arguing is because you putting your passion on everybody. Not really. You're putting your passion on two specific people. You're messing around with somebody current, but at the end of the day, the Emperor is specifically talking about a loving relationship between a father and a child, which means you're connected in a relationship with somebody that you got a child with. And I believe that person is your ex. And that is the person, because you two are still in each other's lives because of this child, you're messing around with them. And that is the thing that's causing a lot of drama. Your crowning energy is telling you that a reward is going to happen. And what's going to happen is that universe is going to create an opportunity for you to stay with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very emotional, well-balanced person. She's wise from all of her life experience. And I've already explained this to you. The Queen of Swords is a very high energy. And this is the person that you're going to end up getting the Ten of Cups with. The Three of Swords is going to end up being with the Queen of it's the Queen of Wands. So it's two people on this board. You have the Queen of Wands, who the cards is indicating you're going to end up having a breakup with. You're going to end up breaking up with them. And then you have the Queen of Swords. You're going to end up getting the Ten of Cups from them. And what the cards is telling you is saying that you need to endure in this, which means throughout the rest of your time, you need to stop messing around with the person from your past that you got a kid with, and you need to continue focusing on the Queen of Swords, who is your current partner and you're more compatible with. You're messing around with somebody that you're not even compatible with. So it's like focus on the person that you're compatible with. The third week, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which talks about loyalty. Let's see what the clarifier is going to be. I mean, already it's just telling you, every week has already told you. The first week told you that you need to get out of this sense of imagination and you need to make a decision. And the decision that you need to make is choose one of these people in your life. Choose the one that you want to be with, because clearly they did not agree to a polygamy or polyamory relationship. The second week is telling you that you need to endure, and you need to endure by breaking up with one of them, and then you need to end up having a strong emotional connection with the other. Now the third week is telling you that you need to be loyal. You need to be extremely loyal. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which came out, and the Knight of Pentacles is all about being consistent in what it is that you do so that you will be able to reach your goal. It talks about traditional values of hard work is going to be the thing that's going to end up giving you what it is that you want. You have it paired with the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is all about strength and determination. So you need to be strong. You need to be courageous. You need to be determined that this is the path that you want to take. Because keep stringing two people along is not going to help anything. It's only going to cause a tower moment, which I'm surprised the tower card did not pop out in this read, because this is a mess. All right, fourth week. Fourth week, you got the King of Pentacles, which talks about trust. What could this possibly be talking about? All right, let's see. Okay, and the card that's coming out. The card that's coming out is the Moon card. The Moon card is talking about the unknown. The Moon card, the one thing that I don't like about the Moon, it's two things about the Moon card. The Moon card could be talking about two of either things. The Moon card talks about something that is unknown, that there's something that you don't know, or the Moon card talks about manipulation, trickery, and deception. Oh, and then especially with you having that on top of a card that is talking about trust. What the last week is telling you is that you need to get rid of your wicked ways. You need to stop manipulating. You need to stop deceiving, and you need to stop tricking people in this situation. And you need to trust. You need to actually put yourself in a position that people can trust you. The card at the bottom of the deck is what you don't see coming, but the card at the bottom of the deck of what you don't see coming, but actually you do see this coming. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles, it talks about options. So the card at the bottom of the deck is what you don't see coming, but in reality, you do see this coming. You have an option. You have options. You got a choice that you need to make. You're either going to end up being with the Queen of, it's going to end up being with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is all about passion. I will not be surprised when it comes to the Queen of Wands that the only reason you're with this person is because of sex. Passion is the only thing that keeps you two together, is that you have a strong sexual connection with the Queen of Wands, that this person probably know exactly what they're doing in the bed, but outside of the bed, you two are completely incompatible. You're not connected on any type of level. And that's one of the reasons why it's saying that a heartbreak is coming to one of those people. And I'm not even gonna choose for you. You know, I did that earlier, but I'm not even gonna choose for you. You decide the one that you're gonna break up with. But clearly, when it comes to the Queen of Wands, the only thing that this connection is sex. But the Queen of Wands is the person that you have a kid with. And that's the reason why you keep going back to this person. And that's one of the reasons why this person is always going to be glued in your life. But then you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is just represented as somebody that is emotionally balanced, which is what you want, because you're praying for the fight to end, and this person is not a fighter. They're not trying to fight with you. They're just trying to be in a situation that they can trust. So Scorpio, you definitely got a choice to make. Who are you going to be with? Do you want your ex, or do you want the new lover?